Okay, this is Peter Rickwood. I'm just going to basically go through a quick and easy introduction to the NTC modelling software for modelling different passenger transport scenarios. And you should refer to the written documentation also, so there's a technical appendix to the report provided to the NTC, and there's also a step-by-step sort of guide to just getting up and running with the software also, but this is hopefully the sort of easiest to access basic introduction to getting the software up and running. So the first thing that you need to have is make sure that you have the zip file, so ntcsim.zip, I assume you have that somewhere, and that you've extracted it basically. So you've extracted it and you've got a folder called NTCsim. And I've opened that folder. In that folder you should see a file called, well, you should see a few files, but one of them should be called run.gis. And that's the file that we're going to start with just to test whether or not you've got all the necessary software. So the first step is just to make sure you can run NTCsim. And all you do need to run NTCsim is to have Java on your machine. And if you don't know what that is, it probably doesn't matter because most computers these days ship with Java, so you should already have it on your machine. But if you don't, you should ask your IT and they should they'll be able to install it easily. But most people should be installed by default. So basically, if you open the NTCsim folder and double click this run.gis file, it may ask you if you want to run it, so we'll say yes. You should basically get a DOS prompt pop up and the software should start printing stuff. So if you see this, then basically you've got everything you need to run the software. You don't need to install anything else. This example is just going to be on Windows. You can run the software the same on a Mac or Unix-like machine if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to go through the instructions to do that. You basically just need Java on those machines too. But assuming you're on a Windows machine, which is probably a pretty safe assumption for most people, you should then get, eventually after a minute or so, the software should pop up a window, and you see here, you can scroll around a bit, and this window actually shows you the city that we're going to be running, the example city that we're going to be simulating, so that we're going to be running. Okay, so that's, if you see this, basically you've got everything that you need to run the software. And I'll stop this video here and we'll actually dive into the software in the next video.